you're cut mid-sentence. Let's keep going. I just don't wanna edit this later. It's a bitch.
Go for it.
It's done.
One off.
Is it a screamer?
On off.
Oh, I need to be 18 years old to see this. Well, sure.
I forgot about that.
Huh.
I mean,
Wait, what does it say?
Slasher 50/50 is so much better, man.
I wonder if someone ever has like seen like you need to be 18 years like 18 years or older to see this, and they have pressed like no. Has that ever happened in the history of ever?
Probably if you have clicked something wrong, maybe, I don't know.
Clicks as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably misclick. Holy shit. Oh.
Just,
I didn't link
I
correctly.
didn't even link it. I just typed it. That's how lazy I am. Okay, so I assume we go to the morning ceremony, unless something weird happens, like monsters attacking us. Lights in the sky.
I like how you're streaming, looking at that particular subreddit.
You think I would turn off the stream, man? You give me too
Streaming
much
porn.
You give me too much credit, man. I'm going to get like reported by Twitch or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a report for...
I'm gonna get reported for copyright shit because they're showing the Dark Heresy book every now and again.
Not really.
Not that much.
They
I
copy the music now, aren't they?
yeah, but
Considering Twitch is
Only
used to
years
stream
ago.
games, showing the game in question is sort of required.
That's
So.
allowed. The gaming companies, that's
Yeah, but
free
the-
advertising.
It's only
It's the same
music.
for Dark
only
Heresy.
music, and that's because they just banned all music. Like that's
Only
because-
on VODs
yeah,
also.
music,
So.
Yeah, only VODs as well. Okay, never mind the legal issues with what I'm doing. I'm probably have worse stuff going on.
So yeah,
Well, are we
Basically,
back
as-
in that? Or-
yeah, we're back to playing.
Okay.
Not playing roleplay, playing.
Oh, you're kinky.
Yeah, that's too much for me.
Okay, so do we
Well, I
get
put my
there?
handcuffs away. So as these guys are sort of finishing up breakfast, you'll hear sort of cries and shouting and cheering coming from the west gate.
I'm assuming I'm outside, by the way. I might not say that, but
I would assume everyone
You're-
will go outside.
You're not,
Oh, no.
well, I presume once you hear it, yeah. I like how you're not good enough to sit with them while they're eating breakfast.
I was smoking.
Oh yeah.
Question. Due to the amount that Sakke has been smoking, will his agility go down there?
Yeah, I that's a good
I mean,
question.
it's
Oh, it's
good
good,
with
it's
that.
tough. It's toughness,
Wait,
'cause that's the disease one.
Well, if not both, because surely they're related.
I mean, I've smoked like 5 cigarettes in 5 low sticks in like a week. I think. How long have you
Yeah, that's
smoked?
where you start, and then you say it's a little ad.
Like a 3 packs of low stick a day. That's where my shelter's headed, boys.
What you need to do is just inject yourself with some stim and then you'll be fine.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
at least going to eat the breakfast. Right? Hmm? And
Yeah,
then
that's-
I'm going to go outside, frown at Vixen smoking, and see what's happening at the west gate.
As he turns away, I'm gonna flick a bit of like the ash, whatever it is, at him, and then like pretend I didn't do it.
So you guys gonna go see what the commotion is, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you walk down the road, sort of about halfway towards the gate, you can see a throng of pilgrims, mostly Ashleen, but a fair few off-roaders as well. Sort of lining the sides of the streets, and there's a group of men who look fairly heavily armed. Show you. Riding some rather strange-looking creatures. that are.
Do we know what they are? Or?
You're not native to this planet, so unfortunately, no. Looks sort of like this. The people, not the creatures.
Damn shame. I'm leaning it up against the wall and like semi in cover.
Do we recognise any of the weapons that they're wearing?
Yeah, the guy in
Like
the
military
sort of
grade
the
or-
front in the middle is got a brace of pistols across his front.
Were
and
they inside the gates or are they coming in the gates?
they're inside. They're about here.
Do they
So
look?
Okay, have the guards reacted in any way or like?
Yeah,
do you think-
they've opened the gates and let them in.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
so
Sorry.
they are probably those marauders that have been friendly of the cathedral they have spoken about. Probably.
They're,
I'm going to assume that and walk walk closer to them.
Yeah, I would
there
follow.
are 7 of them, and the creatures they're riding are about 3 times the height of the tallest man you can see. They're bipedal, so they walk on 2 legs with a long tail sort of dragging on the ground behind them. All of them are very well armed. Most of them have guns strapped in different places, big sabres at their hips, and you can see their saddles have guns strapped to them as well, and ammunition.
Quick question: Are the
yes.
people sitting on like the top or on the like middle of them? Like, are they leaning and they're sitting here, or are they sitting on the top, or are they like this?
So they're fairly bent over these things like this, and they're sort of sat. Yeah, 3/4 of the way up, I suppose.
Okay.
Just wondering if you're going to throw like a flashbang or
No,
something.
but if something happens, I want to be able to visualize how there are. Like, if they were like around 6 meters and the guy was like sitting on top of him, he would be like about 7 meters up. I mean, that makes difference. If it's like halfway, it would maybe not be that high, maybe 4, like you said. I don't know. My bucket, like, doesn't really matter, I guess. But
So when we come closer, we're starting to come closer. Do we hear any speaking? Anyone?
Not from the riders, no. But you can hear people saying Koske.
Koske.
Yeah.
are they chanting it or are they
That's it.
mumbling it?
Some people are shouting it out, and you see one of the riders sort of nod at one of the people near you that shouts it.
So people are crying, or there were people crying, like
Crying
Thinking
out, not literally crying out.
crying out.
Cheering.
You didn't say
Cheering,
that.
shouting.
Cheering. Okay, so they were cheering and they're not. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they're getting a bit closer. You can see that the rider in the centre of the group is not, in fact, a warrior at all. In fact, it's not even a man. It is a fairly old-looking woman wearing sort of tattered robes of black and grey cloth, shot through with crimson ribbons throughout. And you can hear people sort of whisper under their breath, Holy One, and Escher Rain, as she draws nearer.
Do these people, from our knowledge of the area, appear to us to be from one of the tribes, and she could possibly be some sort of holy healer
Haven't we
woman or
heard
something
about
like that?
her? I wanna say.
Yes,
Wait,
you have.
hold on.
Like, she's the someone told us she
Oh,
might know
yeah,
something
yeah,
about
yeah.
this situation.
So she's probably Koske then.
Nah, aren't
Oh, okay.
did we get her name from the person? Oh yeah, she was A something. He said it.
Escher Rain.
Yeah,
That's
actually.
right.
And, and we know her to be like like someone, a very wise woman, pretty much, who knows a bunch of stuff and is respected in the area, right?
Yeah,
She's
that's what you
Yeah,
said.
that's right.
She was suspected for something. What?
No, she told we heard from someone about like them telling us like from her tribe or something, like that she had told tales of this place being like haunted or like way before the Inquisition or like
Oh,
people came here, like a certain...
You heard
cathedral?
stories that that was sort of the prevailing belief. Yeah. More recently, Rain has been one of the champion voices behind the cathedral in supporting it and
Yeah.
getting the local tribes to support it, or at least to not attack it.
It would
Is she-
seem a bit heretical, this, but it could be. They seem to be like incorporating their beliefs that she is some sort of holy one into the normal
Yeah, but he said that
hierarchy.
most of the people have their
Yeah.
own view of it.
Yeah,
So
but
from what you've seen so far, she sort of is their equivalent to a shaman or a priest.
Is she staring straight ahead, or is she looking around? Like, I'm trying to make eye... am I able to make eye contact with her?
She's staring up at the cathedral.
Okay.
So no, she doesn't look at you.
I'm going to go closer, like we're basically in the where the people are standing.
I'm standing a bit back, like...
No one
if
is
there's
noticing me or
cover-
saying anything. You know, I'm just stand there for a second, see if anyone will comment on me having Imperial Guard armor or something.
All the crowds are busy, sort of looking at and staring at the riders. The riders all sort of get up to about here, and Rain will turn right and dismount and pass the reins for her mount over to one of the warriors, and then walk into the abbey. And the others will go up this way and up round, sort of up over to this side, and you'll sort of lose sight of them as they go around this corner unless you follow them.
Yeah, well, I will try to make eye contact. Like, we should go to the abbey. I'm going
Quick
to say,
question,
the,
how
like,
important
closest.
are we? Like,
Say again?
how important are we? Are we important enough that it wouldn't be weird if we would go in there to want to meet her? Would that be something that is like almost expected and is approved of? Or would people be really pissed if we would do that? Would we know?
Well, you have probably noticed that we are like almost the most, some of the more important people on the place.
Yeah, bear in mind, although you are members of the Inquisition and have been treated with respect, you are known to be junior members and working for Aristarchus and under him.
Yeah.
So his presence would be fairly expected. Yours, without his invitation, probably less so.
Actually,
I suggest we walk over to her and maybe stay outside even unless we see Aristarchus. And
Well, I'm going to at least walk over there.
Yeah.
I'm not that
Yeah,
good.
is the cathedral open?
It is not yet. There are
okay.
a number of monks stood by the doors.
I can break the lock in front of everyone. Yeah.
It's about 25 minutes or so before the ceremony begins.
So I'm going to.
If we will go over there, I will stay a bit back from just in the full crowd instead.
So in the like when we're at the abbey, can I? There's guards at the abbey, or there's at least.
Yeah, there are a couple
door
of brothers. There's a couple of brothers stood by the doorway.
Yeah, I will
guards
ask
as
if
such.
there's if I can come in, or if there's an important meeting that can't be disturbed.
So, one of the brothers look at you. Of course you may come in. The abbot is seeing Ashurain at the moment. But other than that, you're welcome to enter.
But I'm going to enter.
Does he mean to Aristarchus when he says that? Or I guess I ask, is Aristarchus there as well?
I haven't seen him this morning, no.
I guess I've asked Aristarchus and asked him, like, to see if he responds. He might be asleep. Don't know, bother him.
Yeah, sort of the vox will crackle for a second. Yes?
I'm just gonna, go, excuse me, but where are you? God, what's her name again? Shit, I can't remember.
Ashurain.
Ashurae Orang is here.
Yes, I heard the commotion.
You Do you feel we should talk to her? Maybe she knows something.
Perhaps. She's a local holy woman, from what I've been told. She may have useful information, I'm not sure. There's probably not enough time before the ceremony for the morning mass begins.
I guess I'm boxing still. And, a local holy woman usually knows answers about local unholy events. And
Indeed.
I guess I'm just gonna wait to see if he shows up or not.
Well, he's still on the box talking to you.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna ask him where he is, or any plans of showing up.
I'm still feeling rather tired, unfortunately. I'm going to get some more rest, so I'll miss this morning's ceremony. But I'll be there for the consecration, of course, this evening.
Quick question: isn't this weird? Hasn't he been sleeping a lot?
Yeah, this is fucking weird.
He's
I'm
been
too
like,
stupid to realise.
He hasn't. He slept last. He was in bed last night.
by like 10.
He was doing stuff during the day.
Yeah, but,
Yeah,
by
but it
10.
seems he has like been doing psychic stuff. That's the only thing we
Yeah,
probably
but
can tell.
Would my character find weird that the person, like, he went to bed at 10. I think I'm switching this to discussion to group. He went to bed at 10, and then he like got up, and it's like 8:30 or something at least. Oh no, it's closing in. That it's past 8. That means he's been sleeping what?
I mean,
10 hours.
can be tired, or at least want to take it easy, smoke a low on the porch.
He's been sleeping 10 hours. I mean,
He's not sleeping, obviously.
If you, yeah, we could send someone to like watch him, but
the
I
last
don't
time
know.
that went so
I
well.
mean, Striker can probably watch him because he
He was so good
that
at that.
I
goes.
don't know, mate. I'm pretty shit at that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. Back in a second.
Well, then let's talk more yaoi.
You know, that's maybe one.
What?
Pete, you're really quiet right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, what? Am I really quiet?
Yeah.
Am I still quiet?
Bit better, but not as good. Super.
Oh, you suck, you cunt. Making me actually have to look at my screen and that nerves.
I'm back.
Hello.
What are you making Pete do?
They're saying my sound settings aren't good again.
Alright, so were you guys like having an argument while Aristarchus was still talking on the box?
Like I'm going to.
Because he hadn't actually finished speaking.
Oh yeah. Oh, if it's not finished speaking, I would have said I know that. Because, and I obviously don't box this in, and I obviously make sure no one's. Except the monks can hear us, because I'm not going
Test.
traitor. I'm going. Hasn't he been sleeping a lot or something like that? But obviously not over the box. I'm not Vixen is retarded. Yeah, if he's speaking, I want like.
Anyway, yeah, so going from... I'm going to get some more rest. The Emperor protects, but his cards can be a harsh master. Be careful today. The High Priest was in the Ascendant, which I would normally interpret as a blessing for the day's occasion. But the Lost Child and the Jackal were present as well. Holy ceremony or not, be on your guard today. Abbot Missionary Sakke has invited us all to the morning's plainsong rites that begin today's ceremony. Unfortunately, I do not really feel up to attending. I'd like a bit more rest. I think it wise for you all to attend as a show of our earnestness. Assure the good abbot that I will be present for the great consecration service at dusk. As I'm sure all you will be as well.
I assume I do the necessary stuff like take a shit, and then I wait until I wait outside like where the abbot is until it starts leaving.
I went into the abbey, so
Oh yeah, I'm like sitting on the ground floor where it has to pass them, so I can relay the information about Aristarchus not being able to show up.
I want to get closer to the cathedral. Just a
Okay.
bit.
It's gonna pickpocket all these nice people, aren't you?
Uh,
Watching you.
Why would I?
So, people are starting to move towards the cathedral at this point. Most of them are wearing clothes that are much finer and more refined than they've been wearing since the time you've been here. Sort of wearing Sunday best, so to speak. It's not a Sunday, and nonetheless. And they're starting to file towards the cathedral. And if you're close to it, you can hear music starting to drift out, and the doors are swung open, and people start heading inside.
Do we?
Yeah,
Do we
I
hear,
will go inside because
do we hear the music with the people that are in the other building?
Yeah, once the doors are open, you'll hear
Yeah.
it drifting out.
Then
Does it sound like
That's pretty good.
or that's
Du
like,
gamla
It's organ music. Music from an organ.
is it dun 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 dun? And it's like signs in the sky, like
No,
what
what's
do
the-
is in.
what's
if it's
the-
an organ? If it's an organ, it'd be like.
Oh.
But it's a space organ. It can't be making the same sound as normal.
True, true.
Topper is going to open
Who
the door
put on
next
the
second,
delayed
like,
pedal?
What the fuck? Okay, I have. I like. Do I know kind of the procedures? When would it be the best time to tell the abbot about Aristarchus not being able? Would be after, or like?
Well, he's coming out of the abbey now.
But I went into the abbey. What happened? I want to know because I went into the abbey and I wanted
Okay,
to
so in
go into the
the
meeting.
in the communal area of the abbey on the ground floor, there's no one there. And if you stay there, you'll see the abbot come down from upstairs.
Yeah, but I wouldn't
To
say
what?
I would probably like start to go up.
Okay. You know, considering you were with the others up earlier, you know that upstairs is basically living quarters and private area.
Oh,
So
yeah, I probably.
you can go up if you
just-
want. But
I mean, I would have the pretense to, just looking if the abbey would come to the morning ceremony or something like that, so it wouldn't be too strange to just.
well, the abbot's going to be leading it, so
Yeah.
yeah, he's definitely going to be there.
Yeah. I'd probably. So the woman, old woman, disappeared, or she's not at least. I do not hear any talking. If I just go like, if I would go, well,
So if you start going upstairs, you'll basically be met by the abbot and two monks as they come downstairs.
yeah, I don't know. Oh, and I'll probably the morning sermon is starting. I just wanted to go in because I saw this fine old woman walking in, and I thought it was interesting.
Escherang,
And
yes.
that's as much as I say, and then I just do a little bow and wow.
She's been a supporter of ours for a while now. He'll walk outside.
I'm sitting on the bottom floor. Do I hear this conversation in the stairs?
Yes.
I'm just gonna make a snark comment about the fine old woman. I didn't know you like that age group. And then as I see that, I'm gonna be quickly glancing from side to side, I did not say that. I'm gonna turn to him and good day, but Aristarchus sends his regards. He's feeling a bit under the weather, I think, or something. Tired. His jobs takes a big toll on him.
Yes, I understand.
He
Thank you
can't-
for passing on the
Yeah,
message.
but he promised to be here for the ceremony later today.
Excellent. That's good news. Please, if you'd like to follow me.
Yeah,
Like I said, we have a place of honour for you. It's this one.
Yeah, I do. And I look pretty ashamed that he heard me say that, but as soon as I see Haxtus, I grin a bit at him. Then I start looking ashamed again, glancing back, and I'm like,
I am. I'm not really. It's not really that normal for a vixen to grin at me, probably. So
You
I'm
probably
just going
heard
to
my
go.
snark comment.
Uh,
That was the point.
Yeah. So I'm just going to.
Yeah, he didn't say it particularly quietly, so.
Yeah. But an asshole, right?
So yeah, he'll basically head up to the cathedral doors. Apologies. He'll lead you up to cathedral doors and lead you down one of the aisles to the front of the pews. And,
I'm.
to the right of the cathedral is a bench dedicated to you guys.
Yeah, when the other guys come into the cathedral, I follow up on them because I was in there before them.
Okay. So as you guys are sort of sat down, the place continues to fill up. The abbot is standing with Brother Mark and Cerberus next to the altar, quietly talking amongst themselves. And then a few minutes later, the abbot walks out, back out the main entrance of the cathedral, and then re-enters a few moments later with Escher Rain at his side, and behind them are Kosuke and his warriors. And they're brought down to the front and basically placed in sort of the opposite position to you, across from you. Yeah, but looks up and sort of looks around the room and nods. You hear the doors begin to swing shut and close, and then the music starts to swell. And then all of a sudden, Aristarchus slides into the seats next to you.
I look at him and like raise an eyebrow, and I'm like going I'm just gonna. Would I be able to like whisper something to him without it being too noticeable?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to whisper like, "Point, you weren't supposed to show up. What happened?"
I kind of hear a whisper, and I'm just gonna go in my normal talking voice. You right then, boss?
I'm just going to.
I smile.
move a bit farther away from these buffoons, and pay my respects in silence.
Alright, so as he'll respond to the whisper, I changed my mind. This is something that I can suffer through a little tiredness for, I think. And then as Striker sort of says quite loudly, he'll glare at you quite angrily. And his eyes flick down to your neck for a moment, then back to your eyes.
I'm gonna look at him really confused as if I didn't really understand what he was saying.
Like I'm going to wait a while, like in the ceremony, so people aren't staring at us. I'm gonna lean in and whisper again. Which cards did you say you saw? And I assume I remember as well, by the way.
It was the High Priest, the Lost Child, and a Jackal.
Does that fit with what the Vixen heard first time?
Yes.
I'm like, oh thanks, something to forget. And I think those things are important. I still whisper, then I'm like, making clear that I will shut up for the rest of the ceremony. Keep watching.
So the ceremony goes on. Sort of lots of chanting and prayers from the abbot and the priests. Censers being waved around and incense wafted through the air. Lots of hymns sung from everyone. At the height of the plainsong ceremony, which is what this is, Abbot Sakke, every inch the commanding servant of the God Emperor, moves to the altar, flanked by brothers Monarch and Cerberus, who are holding aloft burning braziers. Music falls silent, and the abbot begins his sermon. On this day, brothers and sisters, the God Emperor of humanity casts his eye to this world, so distant from his golden throne. On this day, he acknowledges your great faith and blesses our endeavours. I know you have long fought in the darkness, thinking to see no dawn. Behold, it is upon you at last, and today shall live in history forever, and we shall be written witness to a great miracle. He pauses to let his words sink in, and in the stillness you hear alarm bells of the wall towers begin to ring, as the clatter of gunfire and the high zip crack of lasfire echo about the cathedral. Seer looks up in surprise, but his gaze swiftly hardens. He turns and looks towards you, pronouncing loudly, "For blood is the sacrament of the Imperium." Most people in the cathedral sort of stand up, sort of muttered voices, a few curses are heard, sort of flowing back and forth, but no one panics. People here are fairly used to conflict. Kosuke and his warriors jump to their feet and start moving towards the door and order people aside if they get in the way. And they get out there and sort of throw the doors open.
Do we like how far away did it seem like the gunshots and stuff?
By the outer walls, by the gate.
Okay.
Yeah. We should follow them.
Yeah, I will, follow, and probably if you take out last gun.
Did the abbots look surprised when its fighting started?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
good.
Aristarchus will have stood up as well. He's looking both surprised and very angry.
Yeah, I will stand up. And...
Yeah, I pull out Laskin, I guess, and start moving towards the door.
My weapon is readied.
Yeah.
That was fast.
Aristarchus will look at her, and sort of as you guys get ready. Rather sort of stern look. Whoever these people are, they interrupt the services of a holy feast day in one of the Emperor's cathedrals. They are heretics. And what do we normally do with heretics, gentlemen?